Hi, good morning. Hello. Hi, everybody. I will start in just a second when I can see that it's working on my laptop. Still can't see it coming on. Just checking that we're live. Checking that I'm live. Oh, here we go. Awesome. All systems go. Hi, Evelina. Good morning. I'm about to start in 1 minute. Just get my notes up. Okay, so welcome everybody to Blow Up Your Business Masterclass Part 2. So Part 1, we went through social media, the energy of social media, offline marketing, as well as your online marketing. So we went through loads of golden nuggets. I gave you so many ideas. And like I said yesterday, like I said in Part 1, take what you will from it. Take what feels good to you. Take what feels aligned and then drop the rest. Like, you don't have to do all these things. Make it easy for yourself. Make it easy by doing the thing that feels good. Don't try and do everything, right? It's a bit like throwing spaghetti at the walls and seeing what sticks. That is what you have to do with marketing. But why waste your energy throwing 10 bags of spaghetti at the wall when you can just throw 2, right? Because you're making it easier for yourself by choosing the actions, the things that feel the most aligned, that feel easy. And the things that feel easy are what feels super fun. And that's what a lot of us don't do, because we're conditioned to believe that we've got to take all this action in business and we need to just work. And that's not actually true at all. It's doing the thing that feels the easiest to us. That's when we're going to be the most aligned. That's when we're going to be most in flow. And that's when we're going to be super attractors. That's when we're going to be in the highest manifesting power available to us. It's when we're doing something that feels easy, there's no resistance, and that feels fun. Yeah? If you're doing something that doesn't really feel that good, it's because there's resistance there. And resistance creates blocks in the way of your manifestations coming into physical form. So we want to do the things that are the most flowiest. They're going to be the easiest way for you to attract soulmate clients. All right? But obviously, after doing all of the tasks that we went through yesterday, so setting up a list of non-negotiables for clients, like the bare minimum of what you want to attract or what you don't want to attract, that list of non-negotiables of that kind of client, that will help you to attract soulmate clients. Okay, so we went through falling in love with your social media pages again. So I hear a lot of the time, social media is hard, it's hard work, I can't be bothered to do it, I don't want to do it. And that's because we're looking at social media from a perspective that doesn't align with our purpose and doesn't align with joy. So it's about shifting that perspective and getting into the frame of mind of, this is a haven for where I put my purposeful work, and it's amazing, and I love the work I do, and I want to share it, and I want to be seen. One of the major blocks that comes up for people when they're trying to grow their business is visibility and the willingness to be seen and wanting to be seen. It's all well and good you saying, yes, I want to be seen by 100 more clients, I want 200 more clients. It's all well and good saying that, but actually if your subconscious doesn't quite get on board with that because you've got contradictions, like duality in your belief system, then you're going to create friction. You're going to create that friction, that resistance, and it's going to be a lot harder for you to see that success. So for example, I want 100 clients, but you don't feel worthy of signing up even 5 clients. Or you want 100 clients, but you're scared to be judged, so you don't want to put yourself out there, right? So being seen and being visible and confidence is one of the major blocks in activating your success. Another one is money. So not believing you're worthy to receive money. That's another one, which we're obviously not going to go through in this masterclass, but manifesting money and attracting money is one of my favorite topics. Love it. So yeah, we need to clear the blocks. We need to clear those blocks. We did tapping yesterday, so I introduced EFT, emotional freedom technique, to you guys. I want to start our session with doing another tapping round because I want you guys to get used to using this tool. It's such an amazing tool. If you didn't catch part 1, then I'm going to explain to you what emotional freedom technique is. Let me just have a drink. Oh, I've got water in my face. This is thirsty work. I say this every time I do a live. I get so thirsty. And I talk all day, every day, so I don't know why I get so thirsty. Okay, so emotional freedom technique, tapping, is a tool that I use to soothe my nervous system. Whenever, you're trying to go to next levels, you'll tend to notice fears come up, like feeling afraid to be seen, being afraid to say what's on your mind, so you hold back and don't say anything, fear of judgment, all those kind of things. When you don't feel safe to be seen, this means when you're not in a place of safety, your nervous system is being activated, right? It's a root chakra issue. So the EFT tapping, what we do, we use light pressure to tap on the meridians, so the pressure points in our body, which soothes the nervous system. So it calms the nervous system down. Because when the nervous system's activated, it's your body that feels it. You feel physical symptoms and ailments like anxiety, and you're burning up and that kind of thing. So it soothes that, it calms it down. So what I'm going to ask you to do now is ask yourself, on a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you feel about being seen right now? On a scale of 1 to 10. Is it a 6? Is it a 4? Whatever it is, it doesn't really matter, but just keep that number in mind. And then when we finish tapping, we're going to check in with ourselves again and see how that's changed and see how amazing EFT is. So tap with me. I'm going to do a guided tapping. You can actually make your own up as well. When we're tapping, we need to say phrases, and it will be even though, and then your fear or your limiting belief in this space, even though I fear being seen, I love myself fully and completely. So that's the phrase that we're going to use, right? And I might change it throughout as well. Okay, so are we ready? Let's go. I'm going to start with the karate chop on the hand here. So, even though I'm afraid of being seen by more people, I love myself fully and completely. Even though I'm afraid of showing up every day, I love myself fully and completely. Even though I don't want people to see me, I love myself fully and completely. And on the crown here. Even though I'm afraid what will happen if more people see me, I love myself fully and completely. Corner of the eyebrow. Even though I'm afraid of being judged, I love myself fully and completely. Even though I don't want to get made fun of, I love myself fully and completely. Even though I feel like I'm an imposter, I love myself fully and completely. Even though being seen means showing my flaws, I love myself fully and completely. Even though I'm a flawed human being, I love myself fully and completely. Collarbone here. Even though I'm scared for people to see my flaws, I love myself fully and completely. Bra strap. Even though I'm not sure I want hundreds of people to see me, I love myself fully and completely. Even though I know I need to be seen, if I want to be successful, I love myself fully and completely. I can be successful. I know I can do this. I know I can show up every day because I've got something amazing to share with the world. And even though I'm scared for people to see what I've got, I also know that is damn amazing and people need to see this. Even though I'm afraid to be judged by what I'm sharing, I love myself fully and completely. Even though being visible scares me, I love myself fully and completely. Being visible is just a part of life, and really it's not that bad. And even though in the past I've been hurt by showing up or being my true authentic self, I still love myself fully and completely. Even though the past has shown me that it's not always safe to be myself, I love myself fully and completely. Even though I have evidence from the past that shows sometimes it's not safe to be seen, I know deep down I'm always safe and there's nothing bad that can happen to me. I feel safe to be seen. I feel safe to be myself. To feel safe is to show up fully as myself and authentically. To be safe is to express my truth no matter what. Even though I fear that expressing my truth will hurt people's feelings, I know I have the best intentions. Even though I know I have the best intentions, it's safe for me to show up. I love myself fully and completely. Right now we're going to tap it out. Fear of being seen. Fear of being seen. Tapping it out. Fear of being seen. Tapping it out. Fear of being seen. 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 Now we're going to start installing a new belief. Okay? So we're going to install this new belief, and it is, I'm safe to be seen. It is safe for me to be seen by more people. It is safe for me to be seen by more people. It is safe for me to be seen by more people. It is safe for me to be seen by more people. It is safe for me to be seen by more people. It is safe for me to be seen by more people. It is safe for me to be seen by more people. It is safe for me to be seen by more people. It is safe for me to be seen by more people. It is safe for me to be seen by more people. Now take a deep breath. Feels good, don't it? Now check back in with yourself. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good do you feel about being seen? Has it gone up? Has it gone down? You shouldn't have. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. at how much it's gone up. Okay, woo, right, let's get to it. So today we are talking about my infamous 6-star service. I created this service myself. It is a step-by-step guide on how to create an exceptional customer experience for your guests. So I'm going to be talking about that, and then at the end I'm going to be talking about ways to work with me as well. So we've got 6 steps in the 6-star service. We've got warm welcome, connected consultation. We've got hands-on helpers, I've now called it. It used to be hands-on hair and beauty because we used to use that in the salon. Dare to be different, rebooking regime and grand goodbye, and cultivate. And this is cultivating your guest relationship. Okay? So let's start with step 1. So step 1 is the warm welcome. So during the warm welcome, you have to make sure you introduce yourself. If you don't feel confident to shake someone's hand and say, hi, I'm Laura, I'm going to be looking after you today, I'm going to be your cake maker today, I'm going to be your hairdresser today, I'm your healer today. If that doesn't feel confident, I want you to practice getting confident with introducing yourself. Practice with someone like friends, family, someone that you feel safe with. But also write a pitch, okay? Because one of the things, if you're going to do, if you're following any of the guidance I gave you yesterday on marketing, you're going to be putting yourself in front of people. You're going to be going to networking events. When you go to networking events, people want to know who you are. You need to have this pitch on point. So you can quickly, effectively, easily share what you do. But you have to, the energy behind it needs to have an air of confidence. You've got to be confident in what you're saying. I'm Laura Schiavone, and I help women in business to grow their businesses massively by using strategy and energetics. I help them to heal. I help them to heal and release any limiting beliefs and blocks, which makes them soar into success. That is what I do. Okay? Have a little bit of your experience in there as well. So that's what I do, and this is my experience. I've been an entrepreneur for 10 years. I have owned a 6-figure hair and beauty salon for 6 years. I had my own mobile business for 3 years before that, and now I've got a coaching business that I've been growing for the last 2 years, right? Tell them who you are and what you do and your experience if you feel you need to, right? So introduce yourself. The warm welcome is all about first impressions as well. So it's not just the way you look, even though it is. We have 7 seconds to make a good first impression. That is not a long time at all. So people make their first judgments by using their senses. What they see, what they smell, what they feel, what they hear, all of that, what they taste. So you want to set up your business or your profile with that in mind, right? We've got to be making really good first impressions. So how does your branding look? Does it look messy, or does it look, are all the colours the same? Does it match up? Is your branding on point? In person, like, how's your makeup? How's your hair? How are your clothes? Are they clean? How do you smell? What perfume are you wearing? If they're coming into a foyer, like if you've got a in-person business, what can they smell? Have you got essential oils? Have you got nice smellies? Like, what do they see? What's the waiting area like? Is it inviting? Is it welcoming? So we need to think about all of that for your warm welcome. So it's not just about you and how you sound, the way you speak, your open body language, all of that counts. It is your environment that they're stepping into as well. Know them by name as well. Like, what is the saying? The sweetest thing someone can hear is that of their own name. Something like that, something along them lines. People feel good when you know their names. People feel good when you address them by their first name. Like, oh, hi, Charlotte. Nice to see you again. They feel invited. They feel like you've remembered them, right? And most of us now have systems where we can store all their information on, and we have diaries on our phone. Like, it's so easy to store information if you're not very good at remembering names or whatever. Know their history as well. What I mean by this is, if they're not a new client and you've seen them before, remember what your conversations were last time. If you haven't got a very good memory, if you see a lot of people, then write notes once they've left. What things stuck out for you the most during your conversation? Were they going to a party? Were they going on holiday? Or were they starting a new job and they were nervous about it? Just write that in their notes. So next time they come and you sit them down, you can go, how's your new job been? Like, how did it go? Or how's your party? How's your holiday? Like, they'll be like, oh wow, this girl is so attentive. Like, she really remembers me. She must really, really value me. So they'll feel valued. They'll feel special. New client gifts. On arrival, if clients are new, this is something we used to do in the salon. We would give a new gift pack, a new client gift pack, we'd call them. Something that is not too expensive, that doesn't cost too much. We used to give them a little tea light holder with a candle wrapped in tissue, and it looked really pretty. And the colour of the tissue was white and purple, which reflected our brand. Our brand colours were white, purple and grey. So it's just a little something, right? And if you're going to start doing that, you have to be consistent. Do it with everybody. Give new client gift packs to everybody, right? You don't want one person saying, oh, I got a gift, but I didn't. Like, that would be unfair. Even if you wanted to go back and give the rest of your clients gifts, like, you can do that. You can do whatever you want. It's your business. Okay. So warm welcome, another idea for you as well. We used to do a thing called TGI Saturdays. So on a Saturday, once a month, we would have a theme. So we would have like cheese and wine on arrival, or we would have afternoon tea on arrival, or just whatever. Like, think outside the box. We used to do loads of stuff. Or would it be cupcakes on arrival, or would it be a chocolate theme on arrival? Like, we had fondue, like chocolate fondue and strawberries one month. And alongside that, we would have like a special offer and a treatment as well. So we'd do that too. So we'd have like chocolate fondue on arrival, or we'd have like cheese and crackers or something on arrival, not together. And then we'd have £10 off makeup for your Saturday night, or we'd have £10 off dry styling or something. But we'd be clever about it. We would book those appointments in with like the juniors, the people that didn't have clients in. Right, not with your senior stylists or whatever. So those are really cool ideas. Take them and adapt them so it fits in with your business. Have you got a bakery? Can you do like little nibbles on arrival in the waiting area, or on the countertop, so while people are waiting for you to like bag up their cakes or whatever, they can have a little nibble, a taste, and it might even guide them to buying whatever you've got on there. So a good thing would be put your least best sellers, so the things you don't sell that much, have some freebies at the front so people can try, and then they can see if they like them, and it could guide them into buying them, right? So it kind of increases cash flow and whatnot. Step 2 is connected consultation. So this is the part of your service where you build a rapport with the client. You need good open body language, mirror their body language, nod as they're speaking. So part of the connected consultation, there's a little rule, and it's 80% listening, 20% speaking. That's because we are not running the show here. Our clients are coming to us because they want our services. We need to listen to what they really want. We don't want to tell them, how good we are or what they need. We want to get them involved with this. The reason they've come to you is because they already know that you're the expert. You don't need to prove anything. You don't need to tell them anything. So listen to them. But obviously, to listen, you do need to ask them questions. But when you're listening, nod. just acknowledge that you're listening to them. Use active listening. Active listening is repeating back what they've said. Okay, so you mentioned that you've got an itchy scalp. I'm just gonna talk hairdresser terms here. You've mentioned you've got an itchy scalp. I actually have a recommendation for that. Do you mind if I tell you, this is what is going to work for you, this solution does X, Y, and Z, right? We spoke about history in step 1, knowing their history. Write down what they purchased last time or what they had last time. To be honest with you, if you've got a system, like a diary system, it probably tells you anyway, so you don't need to write it down. But ask them, how was your mousse that you bought last time? How has it been for you? Have you had any problems with it? If they've had problems, address them there and then and give them advice, help them with it, right? How are your highlights? How was your cake? How was your party? How did the party go? You know, if you're a baker or whatever. I keep using baker and hairdressing as examples, but you can adapt these and use them in your own business. So ask questions that will give you the answers you need. You can use open questions, but sometimes people don't realize that they have a problem. So what I would suggest to do, here's another idea for you, is write a list of the most common problems that you help to solve from your customers. Write a list and memorize them so you can kind of reel them off. If you say, go hairdressing again, if you say, how was your, do you have any problem areas with your scalp or hair at all? No, I think I'm fine. Just, you know, probe them a little bit more. Get your list and ask, oh, you know, do you have any itchy scalp? Does it ever get greasy? Oh, actually, yeah, my hair does get a little bit itchy, like greasy on the top, itchy, and then it's quite dry on the ends. You know, probe the answers out of them that you need. Once you've got those answers from them, you know what solutions to provide them. So also talk about frequent maintenance appointments. If you are a service provider, then you're more than likely wanting the clients to rebook. We spoke about muscle memory. I don't even know what I was trying to say there. I was trying to merge the two words into one. We could make a new word. Muscle memory. No. So we spoke about muscle memory yesterday, right? This is why we want people to rebook. Say you're a spiritual energy healer. If you heal them once, if you do one Reiki massage on them, is it going to solve all their problems? No, probably not. Okay? And also we're humans, so we're going to keep, you know, taking on and absorbing energy throughout our lives anyway. So this is why they need a frequent maintenance appointment, because they've got deep blocks that need to be released, but also because you're going to pick up energy that isn't yours along your path. So I would advise coming back every month. What's your lifestyle like? Do you have time to come back once a month? Or do you have time to come back every 2 weeks? No, don't have time to come once a month. Okay, that's fine. But what I would do, I would recommend committing to this. No, don't leave your appointments any longer than 6 weeks apart, because you need to be growing that muscle memory, okay? And I'm calling it muscle memory, but you can call it whatever you want, make up your own thing. But we need to build our body and our nervous system to get used to doing these things, right? So that's why we also want to explain to our clients why they need to rebook, why they need to come and get their roots done, why they need to get their hair cut every 6 weeks, is because if they don't, they're going to end up with ratty hair and their style is going to be outgrown and it's going to feel messy, right? So giving them the reasons why they need to rebook, why it's going to benefit them. So yeah, hair's going to be messy, so this will just keep it nice and tidy, and it will prevent any frizziness at the ends, any breakages, and it will help to grow your hair as well, right? spiritual healer. It's going to help to clear the blockages, and it's going to help you to feel more in flow, high vibration. It's going to prevent those low moons, right? So that's the benefit of them booking in frequently. So that's what we need to be explaining at the start, if not during the consultation, during their appointment. So always bring the conversation back to them. You know, I know what it's like. We want to talk about what we did at the weekend, and yes, that's absolutely fine. Build that rapport and that relationship with that client. But they're paying us for a service. It's all about them right now, and we want to make it all about them. We want to make them feel amazing, and the way to build a rapport is by being curious about them. Yeah, you can talk about yourself, but wait until you're asked. Like, just be curious about them. Like, want to get to know them. People love that. Unconsciously, people like to talk about themselves. So you give them the opportunity to talk about themselves. And even though you've not said much, they'll be like, oh, I really like her, because they feel that you've listened to them. People want to be listened to. They don't want to be ignored. They don't want to just be talked at. Like, that's not the vibe. Like, people don't like being talked at in conversations anyway. Yeah, so actually I've written an example here. So if you are a cake maker, if you are a baker, when you're doing your connected consultation, what's the occasion for? How many people are going to the party? And then ask them if it's okay for you to give a recommendation. Like, can I recommend this size cake? Don't just say to them, what size cake do you want? They're not the expert, they don't know. You can ask them, do you know what size cake you want? If they don't, okay, can I make a recommendation? If you've got 10 people, I would recommend a 10 by 10 cake. I don't know how it works. Ask them about the theme, ask them about the colour. Just be interested. That's how you're going to build that rapport. Healers ask, what's your biggest challenge? What brings you here today? Know why they are visiting you. How can you help them? This helps to personalise the experience. And we mentioned about creating a list of problems so you can reel them off, because sometimes people don't even know that they've got the problem that you can actually help solve. But also create a list of questions. Create a list of open-ended questions, binary questions, and closed questions that you can use in your consultation. So you can keep it flowing, memorize them, and use them every single time. That's the thing about this 6-star service. It's not just to use once or twice whenever you feel like it. This is an experience that has to be consistent, and you have to use it for all of your clients. It has to stay consistent. Step 3 is hands-on helper. So it could be hands-on healer, hands-on baker, hands-on hair and beauty, hands-on hairdresser, or whatever. Explain the products that you're using and the benefits of them. Right? A benefit is how it's going to solve their problem, how it's going to change their life. A feature of a product would be, I don't know, it's an aerosol, so it can distribute evenly around the hair, right? The hairspray. Rose quartz crystal for the healers. It's good for the heart chakra. It helps you to receive love, and it helps to just bring a loving energy into a room or into your body, right? Those are the benefits of them. Show them how to use them products and tools at home. So tools as well, like crystal is a tool, hair tools, products, products and tools, they all kind of fit under the same umbrella. Explain what you're doing and how you're using them and how they should be used while you're doing it. Because then they can see, they can witness, oh, okay, she's doing that and she's talking me through that. They're more likely to remember when they get home if they're going to buy that product or tool. Obviously, if you're doing like a massage or something, you don't really want to talk through. So talk them through it before. These are the crystals I'm going to use. Or at the end, whatever works best for you. These are the crystals I've used today. Also with hands-on helper, what I would highly recommend is having a recommendation sheet. So creating a pad, maybe on Canva or something, and getting them printed by your local printers that you can write on and then peel off and give it to them. This is going to help them with their aftercare maintenance. Okay, so on the hands-on helper pads that we had in the salon, I would have the products that I use, the tools that I use, how to use them, what time of day to use them, how frequent their appointments should be, who looked after them, all of that information on one bit of paper. Write it down before they leave. It takes you 30 seconds, give it to them. Yeah, even if they stuck it in the bottom of the bag, a week later they could grab it out. Oh, actually that product was really nice that I used before I washed my hair. I'm going to use that, okay? I know I'm talking a lot about hair, but you can use this in any business. Like, you can take this idea and ask yourself, how can I implement it into my own business? How can I change it? How can I adapt it for it to work for me, right? These ideas are amazing. They're incredible. So get your aftercare pad out while you're talking them through, or you can do it at the end, whatever feels easiest for you. Dare to be different. This is step 4. So this is about asking your client if they want to try something different, something new today, or encouraging them to try something new. Because something that happens with us as entrepreneurs or as the clients, we all get complacent. If we're doing the same thing all the time, we get bored. If they're having the same thing all the time, they get bored. Okay, eventually. So make it a thing to try something new, to recommend trying something new every time or every other time they come. Write it on your notes again, so next time you know, when they come in on their warm welcome or in their connected consultation, we mentioned trying a pack of red flashes last time. I recommended this last time. Did you still want to do that today? Like, are you, is that something that still excites you, right? Would you like to try something new? Talk about a different tool or product. Like, actually, you've seen on the history, I tried this last time. Let me try something else the next time. They've had a massage for 10 times in a row. Why don't I do a Reiki healing session and psychic card reading this time with them, or whatever? This plants the seed for the next appointment. If you haven't got time to do it there and then, or if they don't want it there and then, it plants a seed, right? If you're talking about it during their appointment, by the time it comes to the next step, which is rebooking regime and grand goodbye, they already want to rebook because you planted the seed for them and it's already grown and sprouted, okay? So step 5 is rebooking regime and grand goodbye. This is the point where you're guiding them over to your reception, you're taking payment. So before you take payment, you give them a loyalty card. You stamp the loyalty card. You give them any loyalty offers that you have. Double check the contact details are correct. You don't want to be having to, maybe you're ill one day and you need to contact them and they've got all incorrect details. How are you going to get hold of them? They're going to turn up and it's just going to look really bad on you. Let them know about upcoming offers. Make sure you're verbalizing this. Don't just think it's okay because it's in writing. They're probably not reading that poster, but they could, potentially read it, but it's also a prompt for you to verbalize it. Invite them to rebook their next appointment. Okay? People want to be invited back. Don't just expect that they're going to rebook or know when to rebook. You've already talked to them about their maintenance appointments in the connected consultation. So this makes this step a lot easier because you've already spoken about it. If you haven't spoken about it at all, then it's going to make this step a little bit more difficult. Because you've got to say, and your next client's probably waiting or whatever. So, Annabelle, we spoke about 6 weeks maintenance appointment. That brings us to this day. Would you like to book in the morning or afternoon? What's best for you, right? They can say no if they want to. Those phrases, those words are going to encourage them to rebook. 6 weeks, we already spoke about 6 weeks time. It brings us to this day. When is best for you, morning or afternoon, okay? You're not forcing it down their throat, but if you say, do you want to rebook, or you're saying, do you want to rebook or not? You're finishing on or not, or no, it's okay. They're more likely to go for that. Whereas if you say, when's best for you, they're more likely to rebook, and then they commit. They commit to growing that muscle memory. They commit to coming to see you. They commit as a client to you, right? So invite them to rebook back in. Make them feel welcome. Make them feel like they are, you know, invited back. Guide them out. Make their last contact with you memorable. Like, give them compliments. Like, it was so lovely to see you again. I've had such a great time with you today. Thank you so much for brightening my day. Or your hair looks amazing, or whatever. Like, just make them feel good. Give them feel good vibes. Thank them for their visit. If you're in the UK and it's raining outside, have an umbrella by the door. Hold the umbrella for them to their car, right? Just go above and beyond. Go out of your way. Like, they're going to remember you for that, for you going above and beyond. Give them that super memorable experience right when they leave. So the first thing on their mind when they see someone else that day is, wow, I just had this amazing experience with Laura Schiavone, right? Help them put their coat on as well. Like, help them with their bags, help them with their stuff. Just be really attentive. Be a hostess. Step 6 is cultivate. So this is cultivating your guest relationship. Be in love with your clients. Treat them like you would somebody that you were so in love with. Like, maybe your pets, maybe your nieces, nephews, kids, partner, whoever. Like, treat them like you really love them, and be so grateful for their business. Like I said in step 5, thank them for their business, thank them for their visit. Show them you care. Like, send a personalized message. If you haven't like heard from them in a few weeks, like, how are you getting on after your massage? Like, how was it? Like, we felt, or I don't know, maybe it's a Reiki energy clearing massage. I really felt a lot of energy blockage in your root chakra. Like, how's that been going for you? It's going to show them you care. It takes 2 minutes to go and find them and message them. Keep in contact frequently with newsletters and offers. So obviously, if you've taken their details, put their email address on your emailing list, and make sure you email people. Make sure you send out newsletters. Make sure you send them a text or an email when you've got offers on. Invite them to parties and events. Send them appointment reminders. If you haven't managed to rebook them, send like quirky little texts or emails. Like, you can even set up a sequence, like an automated sequence that messages people after 6 weeks or after 8 weeks or 10 weeks of not rebooking. You can set that up so it's easy, so you don't have to remember to do it. And say something quirky like, oh gosh, can't see because your fringe is getting in your way. Don't forget, your appointment's due next week. That's going to prompt, like, just something like that. That's going to prompt them to rebook, or to ring you, or to message you and book another appointment. Don't forget, your muscle memory reduces every week you don't rebook, or something like that. Just whatever. I've just said that off the top of my head. That's not the most wittiest thing, but like, you can think of something witty, right? I think one of my favourite ones we did was, 'tis the season to get your lashes done. Tra-la-la-la-la, call this number. It was like December, and we had a few spaces for eyelashes. Like, make it seasonal as well if you need to. But yeah, create a sequence. Like, they haven't rebooked in 7 weeks. Well, 6 weeks is time to get your hair cut done. So they're a week overdue. So, oops, did you forget something? Yeah, your fringe is in your eyes. Like, just something like quirky, something witty. That makes them laugh, makes them think, oh yeah, like, gosh, I need to rebook back in with her, right? Again, adapt it so it works for you and your business. I mentioned automated systems. If you've got like a diary or something where you keep your contact details on, like MailChimp, for example, you can set up an email sequence where it sends them emails after 2 weeks and another email like 5 weeks later. You can just set it up in whatever order you want to do it, and that's going to make it so much easier for you. Or you can just do it on the day if you want to. It's really up to you, but I would highly recommend setting up an automated systems. Automated text messages like SMS blasts, those are really good. In the salon we use Salon IQ. That was good for text and emails. So yeah, have a little play around, like if you're using Fresher or whatever, something like that. Have a look in your system and see if they do automated systems, because that would really, really work. Okay, so that is all for the 6-hour service today. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you've taken away some really, really good ideas from listening to part 1 and part 2 for you to be able to attract new clients and for you to increase your client retention and retain the clients that you've got. This service, this 6-star service, is what is going to help you to grow. You continue doing your marketing and everything we spoke about in part 1, but do this and they will recommend you. Also, something I forgot to say in step 5, recommend a friend scheme, obviously. Before they leave, give them a card, explain to them how the recommend a friend scheme works, explain to them what they're going to get for it, give them something attractive, encourage them to use the recommend a friend scheme. Okay, so before you go, I'm going to tell you how to work with me. So firstly, I do human design readings. We spoke about human design yesterday. We briefly touched on it. If you want to know what your human design is and how to use your energy in the correct way and know what your gifts are, know what best way to manifest is, know where you pick up more conditioning, all of that, like how you digest better, what environment you work better in, all of that, then my standard readings are 1 hour and they are £45, or I do a full reading for £135. This is a 3-hour reading, but we split it into 3 over 3 months. This becomes more of like a human design experiment. So I go through your standard foundational reading in the first month, and then it gives you time to implement it. By the second month, you can come back to me with questions, and I go through the rest of your chart. It takes about 3 hours to go through your whole chart because it is that detailed. Third month, any more questions, and then we go through the final bits, and then in the third session, I will help you know how your gifts can be used best in your business and how to grow your business using your human design. Okay, so that's one way to work with me one-to-one. That's the only one-to-one sessions I'm doing at the moment. And the second way is my amazing mastermind that starts on the 4th of January 2023. It's going to be a small, intimate group of like-minded women, soul sisters, working together on the same goals. When you bring women with the same goals and good energy into one place together, that energy, that shit is powerful. Like, we are going to be doing amazing things next year. Like, I literally can't wait. We are going to blow up our businesses, and this is how. I've got a structure for my mastermind. We meet up once a month for 6 months. It's a 6-month program. The mornings will be the program, what I'm teaching you. Then we have lunch. We have, it's going to be in person in Stamford, just on the outskirts of Stamford, near Peterborough, at the Mill Birth and Wellbeing Centre. It's a beautiful retreat space. It is so grounding, and the grounds are just beautiful. They're so amazing. So, you know, we'll have time during the day to go and explore the grounds, have a nice walk, eat super soul filling food, like super nutritious food, by yours truly, made by me. And in the afternoon, we'll be doing hot seats. So this is where you get coaching exclusively for you personally and for your business on energetics or strategy, whatever it is, whatever challenges you've got, I'm there to coach you through it. Then you will get unlimited support throughout the whole month in a private group, and you get one free priestess Reiki energy healing session and psychic card reading a month to help you with guidance, to help keep you on that aligned path, and to help you feel healed, to give back to yourself. This is all included in this mastermind, and the value for it is just insane. It's out of this world how much I've priced it up. Honestly, it's incredible. Let me tell you what each month theme is going to be for the program. So meetup 1 is going to be creating super aligned offers and super aligned business model, and then your 6-month goals. Second month, meetup 2, we're going to be learning about the energy of money and cleaning up any money leaks, and you're going to be given like cash flow sheets, money spreadsheets, and money manifesting bits and bobs for you to start calling in that money. Our goal for this mastermind is for you to be taking home minimum £5,000 cash every month. That is the goal. Meetup 3 is supercharging the client experience, so adapting the client experience so it is exceptional to turn your clients into raving fans. 4 is a marketing booster, so we'll be planning and doing marketing that will help to push you through those glass ceilings, help you be seen by more people, and in the most funnest way as well. Meetup 5 is social media, so we'll be like, I'll be auditing your social medias, websites as well, perhaps if we have the time for that, but we're going to be planning social media and going all in on that. And meetup 6 is next level income vibes, increasing confidence and visibility, and any energetic. So we're getting you ready for your next level, your next quantum leap in month 6. I'm looking for women to join this mastermind who are looking for their soul sisters, who are ready to stop putting a hold on their business. Sorry, that was hard. Stop putting a hold on the business. They're done. They're absolutely done with coasting. They're ready to go to that next level. They're ready to do what it takes. They're seriously ready to take whatever action they need to take that is fun and aligned. I'm not looking for people who want to just hustle, push. No, I'm looking for women who want to take the action, make it fun, create a dream life and business that they've always dreamed of, and balancing the energy. So balancing their creativity with their feminine energy with that masculine energy to create a more balanced life, to keep them into alignment, and to heal any energetic blocks and any past trauma. Women who are willing to do what it takes to heal that, who are willing to sit through the uncomfortability, through those challenges and push through. Those are the women I'm looking for. And they want massive growth professionally, and they just want to have fun. They want to have fun, they want to be in purpose, they want to be doing purposeful work every single day. That is who I'm looking for. And if that's you, and you want to be within the energy of growth, expansion, and like-minded women who understand what you're going through, who are on the same journey as you, then message me, because we start on the 4th of January. All you need to do to secure your place is pay deposit. And I am actually releasing this today, but I am doing a pay what's aligned to join the mastermind thing. So it's £349 a month for all of that, just incredible value. To secure your place, you need to pay a deposit before we start on the 4th, but you can pay whatever you want, whatever feels good for you. If you want to pay £20, pay £20. If you want to pay £150, if you want to pay the full lot, £349, you can do. If you want to pay tenner, $5, whatever you want to pay, whatever feels aligned and feels right and expansive, you can pay it, as long as the first payment is paid before you start. But you can just pay whatever you want to secure your deposit. I know it's December, I know it's Christmas, and I know you want to expand, I know you want massive growth. All you got to do is make one payment to make that shift and get in the energy of expansion. Thank you so much for watching. It's been amazing. I've had so much fun. And I hope you have too. I hope you've taken some really, really insightful things away from this and really cool ideas. And what are you waiting for? Go and implement them. Go on. Get gone. Get it done. And I will see you very soon. Mwah.